Namaskar. This is a part of a series called Artists Locked In, which is initiated, conceptualized, and run by Studio 155 art collaborators. It's a beautiful initiative to bring the voices of various artists across the world on one page. And here is my experience as an artist during this diseased time. Yes, the pandemic has punctuated, altered, and initiated new ways of life. The disease, the death, the dearth caused by the virus and its fear has dimmed the spirit of life around. However, like every dark cloud, there is usually a silver lining to a gloom. And this diseased time has brought with it a smorgasbord of side effects, and some of them are surprisingly positive. I keep spanning over writing, dancing, and teaching writing. This pandemic has caused two major impacts on me. First, the social isolation has created a silent space for me. I can hear my inner monologues. They no longer get drowned in the commotion of chaos around. Second, like all, my workshop space and performing stage has become virtual. As a workshop facilitator, every writing program that I design is a piece of creation for me, and I wait with bated breath to see how it conjures up at culmination. And now, with the premise being virtual, I see them hued in multiple shades of emotions, innocence, and perceptions from children not only from my city but across cities and sometimes even countries. As a dancer, I'm challenged to present my art within the confines of the walls and premise of my residence. Though I miss the positive vibes of a physical audience, I'm amazed to see how my dance found crevices in the stoic wall of crisis. The dusky sky, the dew drenched grass, and the silhouettes of my space have created a backdrop for my art. And what delights me the most is art is now no longer confined to the elite audience. It is so much more inclusive now. Being virtual also has helped us artists from various locations to collaborate and express what we are holding in us. This presentation is one such collaboration with an extremely talented singer, Neeru Soni from Jaipur. However, having said this, as an artist, I have seen art gasping for breath in these trying times. The auditoriums, the art centers, the epicenters that were temporarily closed are either still closed or had to be closed for good. We need to remember and realize that art is a commitment. It has to be valued. It cannot be taken for granted. In this new way of life and living as an artist, I wish to see art reigning the world with respect. We cannot deny the power of the formless love of art that binds, heals, and sustains the society.
Saga